into the canter, it's like kind of tough, but I want you to think about trying to sit a couple strides as you ask him to canter. So you're gonna basically close your seat, yep, and then leg on into the canter. Good, so just get organized, that's okay. Yeah, good. So we're gonna go slightly shorter reins again. I think your inside rein grew a little bit so that you could sit those last few beats. Good. And then when you get to C, we're gonna trot and we're gonna do that up transition again just to get it a little prompter. Good, so outside rein half halt here. Disco, one of Disco's biggest problems in the canter is he likes to slide out to the outside. Is that a canter walk on purpose, or did he just really literal? Okay, that's fine. Good. And then on your cue, yes, good job, Abby. So if I was being really picky, he just poked his nose out a little bit. So in that transition, you're holding your hands really steady, which I love. So what you can do is just wiggle your fingers around the reins so that it moves the bit around in his mouth a little bit. That'll get him just that last final 2% that he's holding out on you to be on the bit. Good. So when you canter around your circle, especially on him, what you're gonna think about is you're setting the outside line that his outside shoulder and haunches have to follow, and it's non-negotiable. Think about it as like bowling lanes. You are hugging the right side and it cannot go any further into the gutter. Because what happens is he just fades out to the outside and it doesn't really kill the quality of the canter or anything, but like if you were in a test, all of a sudden you'd be like, ooh, my shapes are really messed up because he is sneaking out the side of your circle. Good, much better. And then you'll see in the video too, when you come around, you can tell that he's tracking straighter and he's not like doing a leg yield step out. Good, so slightly shorter reins here just so you can hold your hands out in front of the saddle. Good. Okay, now you're gonna turn down quarter line and we're gonna do a leg yield to the rail. So your chest stays tall, little leg on supporting, nothing aggressive, but we know that the lateral movement kills the energy a bit. Good. Turn early and then do another one towards me. A little more right rein half halt in that leg yield so that you can keep him in the connection. Yeah, right rein half halt. Good. One more and just ever so slightly less quick in the lateral. Does that make sense? Like where you just take it a little slower. Yes. Right rein half halt, get the right shoulder. Good job. Okay, now you're gonna come across, make a circle down there all the way at A. You're gonna come across the half diagonal and meet at the rail in between the second 2 telephone poles by the covered arena. So that you're in a counter canter. So you're gonna head like past the poop bucket in between those 2 telephone poles. Your chest stays really tall to help him pick the shoulders up. Half halt right rein, help him pick the shoulders up. Yes. Just keep going, you're good. Yep. Make one circle here. Keep that right rein half halt so you help your chest and the shoulder, his shoulders be lifting so he can sit on his haunches. Yes, that was a good correction. Okay, now when you get to my side, you're gonna leg yield to center line. Stay on center line, make the 10-meter turn at A. Right shoulder, you're losing a little too much shoulder, not quite enough haunches in that. So do that series again. Come across the half diagonal. Right rein half halt, your shoulders stay up. The canter should not get any flatter or quicker just because we've moved the line from being straight to a circle to across the diagonal. Yep, the same canter. Good. Sit back in your chest. Yeah, help him create that space to become uphill. Good. And then you can skip the circle down here. Just go straight to your leg yield to center line. And I want to see you slow the shoulders a bit, a little more haunches, so that it's like more of a parallel line to the rail. Right rein half out. Yes, Abby. Really, really good. Awesome. And then straight, and then your left turn. Now then come down the long side towards me. Good. Do a slight shoulder in here. Yeah. Yes. Okay, now on the circle, back on the circle down here. We're just gonna do one circle where you let the canter. We're not gonna push it crazy, but I want you to just think about letting it flow. So let your lower back and seat swing, open up the canter stride a bit towards the lengthen. And keep wiggling your fingers, holding a decent amount of pressure in the rein so that he stays in the connection, not bouncing around. Good. Yeah, even a little more swing in your hip. Little supporting leg. Make sure that right shoulder's staying in its track. Tall in your chest. I'm going to lean forward to get the length in. Good. And then think about a compression. So smaller strides. Support with your legs because he's super literal and he'll suddenly halt for you. Yes. Good. Think about how you ask for the fancy trot. We're looking for that same type of feel where he loads the hocks and he spends some time in the air. Yes. That's okay. Good save. Good. Okay. The next time you cross C, you can trot. And I want you to keep your legs supporting so that we get a trot and not a walk. Good. Chest tall. Shoulder blades together. Kick him. Yes. Good. So let's pick up canter and do that one more time. Good. That's fine. And then this time, take the full circle, do the trot transition when you cross center line. So your chest is going to stay back so you don't pitch forward if he does walk. Strong in your core and leg on. Good job, Abby. Really good. Okay, cross the diagonal, show me a little lengthen, and then come back and we'll track right. Do a right lead canter. So compress here. Yeah. Oh, look at that trot. And then let both legs at the girth. Send him forward. Yeah. Good job. And then compress again in the corner. Just for the heck of it, turn on quarter line and do a leg yield. Or do.
I don't think she heard you. Yeah.
I just feel like the long sides are such a waste of time and space. Like, put something in there. It's all good. Yeah, that's a good trot right there. Feel how springy it is? It's like chucking your hips out of the saddle. He's like pushing an eject button all the time.
Yeah.
Okay, back on the circle here, and when you're ready, we'll pick up a right lead.